ladies and gentlemen, KageKaze back again with Hearthstone, and I do realize that Hearthstone is kind of the thing to do on YouTube right now, so some of you are probably a little tired of it, but hey, you know, I like to throw my own spin on it, and I've just gotten started. And so I'm still excited to get into it, and I would like to go ahead and chronicle it for those that maybe aren't tired of it yet. You know, back when D3 came out, I came late to that party as well, but hey, still able to get some people interested, right? We'll move on. We're going to go ahead and get this shot. We've moved past the tutorial. We're going into the practice section. And of course, I only have the Mage, Jaina Proudmoore, available in basic deck, so I can't make my own deck at the moment, I don't believe. I've got 10 out of 20 basic card earned, so I believe this is how I'm going to be earning not only heroes, but some cards as well. So let's go ahead and go into Jaina. We'll go ahead and pick choose. I need to defeat them. So, you know, kind of looking like Mega Man here, right? You've got your character, then you have to beat the 8 robot masters in order to unlock their powers. Well, let's see. Who would be a good one to unlock? They're definitely all valid choices. The only classes missing appear to be Monk and Death Knight. So I wonder how they'll get implemented at some point. I think I'm going to go Mage, and let's go against, I think maybe a Warlock. Let's unlock another caster. I loved having both a Mage and Warlock in World of Warcraft, so we'll do that. Let's pick him as my opponent. Oh, that interface is cool.
Jaina versus Gul'dan.
Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
You asked for it.
Okay, I'm going second.
Some of those cards, you can replace them.
Oh, okay. So that's nice to know. So I'm going second, so I get an additional card. But not only that, but I get to pick what cards I want to keep and I don't want to keep. So Arcane Int is probably good. That'll let me get 2 cards. I do like having a charge for 3. I don't have any 1 abilities. This is tough. The Oasis Snapjaw is obviously going to get replaced. I think I may go ahead and replace... I kind of want to replace Arcane Int, but let's replace the Wolf Rider instead. Because I like the idea of having a raid leader ready to go for some quick buffs. So let's go ahead and replace 2 of my 4 cards. I still got no 1 mana creature. Oh, but I did get a coin. You too. Alright, so it looks like this is something new that the tutorial didn't tell you about, is a coin, a mana coin. I can gain 1 additional mana for this turn only, which I may have to use because I have no single cards, and I've got a Murloc ready to go and want to take me out. So with that, I will probably want to get a smaller creature out. Maybe something that won't die in 1 hit. So a Crocolisk, he's got 3 health. It'll survive 1 hit from the Murloc. Let's see, the Raid Leader will die to the Murloc. I could put in the Engineer, which will allow me to draw a card, but I really don't see the point of doing that unless I can actually use the card. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to use my coin. And I will go ahead and summon myself a River Crocolisk. And in my turn. Oh dear. Aha! Jeez. I've got some nice creatures going already, but I can't do too much with them just yet. Alright, I can gain some attack with the Raid Leader, but it's really not going to do me too much good at this point. That creature will not die to an attack by my Crocolisk. It will stay alive. I'm going to have to do damage to it. I think I want to save Arcane Explosion. Before I do too much, let's see what his special ability is. Ooh, Life Tap. Draw a card and take 2 damage. That's an interesting ability. So that's how they're going to do it instead of mana. By the way, I also like the new board. The Zeppelin and the... You can click on the board and it does stuff? Oh my goodness, really? Why am I surprised? Oh my god, even the boulder. Oh, come on, come on. Oh, it never actually falls. Oh, and just like units from Warcraft, if you click on them enough times, something happens. I'm distracted. I'm totally distracted. Hey, Gul'dan, how do you like catapults? Oh. Yeah. You hear someone scream. Alright, so I had to pick up a boulder, put it in. Can I pick up multiple? No, and then I had to click it a couple times. Oh my god, I am so amused by this. You have no idea.
I can't do that.
So, okay, right-clicking on my character will give me a bunch of different options here. I feel like the Mass Effect wheel here. Oops, sorry.
I'm sorry.
And apparently you're prevented from spamming, so that's fine.
Hello.
Alright, so now let's get back to this. I had to make a decision. I've only got 2 mana. I can play my Fire Blast, weaken it by 1, and then finish it off with the Crocolisk in hand. I think that would be better than using up my Arcane Explosion. I can summon the Engineer. I mean, that is certainly an option. But if I do that, then attacking with my Crocolisk won't destroy the enemy's minion. So I really don't want to let him get any damage sources on me yet. I want to go ahead and keep myself a bit pristine. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Fire Blast, and then take out the Crocolisk and do mutual destruction. Oh, he's hurting himself for a card.
Someone call for the doctor.
Oh, very smart. A card with some Witch Doctors to counteract his damaging of himself. Okay. I have 3 mana. Why waste it on Intellect right now? Explosion would not be that great. Oh, that's odd. Some of the cards weren't glowing green like they should have to let me know they were usable, or at least maybe I wasn't seeing it. Okay, so I can play a raid leader, but I'm not sure I want to do that. I think what I'm going to do is draw my Novice Engineer and hope for maybe a 1 card.
Hope you like my invention.
Job's done.
I got a 3 instead. Okay, that's fine. That gives me a little bit of protection. If he decides to attack my minion, he will get hurt and killed. There's really not much else I can do. I've got Summon Sickness. Let's see what he does.
I'm not ready.
Oh dear. Spell damage +1. What constitutes spell damage? Spell cards. Oh, okay, like Fireball. Okay. Well, I can use my Fireball this turn. I can do damage to him. I can do damage to his little Ogre Magi. But what I'm thinking of doing... Let's see, he's got a charge, so that would be kind of nice to have. I can't do a lot right now until I get more mana, because all my cards are fairly expensive. Let's see, he's got 4 health, so I can't... I don't have anything with 4 damage, quite honestly. So I'm thinking what I want to do is get my Wolf Rider out and do direct damage rather than try to attack the Ogre Magi. I'm going to kind of leave him alone for now. I want to get rid of that Magi, because I don't want him doing additional spell damage. But I don't want to sacrifice my Wolf Rider, because he can basically elect to do damage to me or do damage to the Wolf Rider. And if he does damage to the Wolf Rider, that's 4 damage he won't be doing to me. So I want to keep the minion alive for now. Let's do direct damage to Gul'dan,
Job's done.
and we'll end it.
Someone call.
Okay, he's doing a little bit of damage to himself and healing up again. Alright, now I have 2 fireballs. Now he does have... He's got a few creatures with more health than I can really deal with. Alright, with 5 mana, I can at least play a 3 and a 2 now. So I can play my Raid Leader, and I can play Arcane Explosion, which might not be a bad idea. So let's get the Raid Leader out there. Arcane Explosion. Alright, he's got 4 attack. If he attacks any of them, he's dead. So let's do, I think, maybe some direct damage to him. 3 damage, restores 2 health. Ooh. That's bad. Oh dear. And he's life tapping. This may not go very well for me. Alright, I've got 6 mana. Let's see if I can't make something happen here. Oh, finally I get a 1 card. Gosh darn it. Okay, a ogre that's 6/7. That's actually quite nice. That'll use up all of my mana. Maybe I should go ahead and just get the Murloc out. That's 3 plus 4, and that gives me enough to do Fire Blast. Let's get the Murloc out there. Arcane Intellect. Oh, nice. Arcane Missiles, 3 damage, and it's split. So, if I'm lucky, it'll kill the Magi. More than likely, it won't. And it's either that or Fire Blast. I think I'm going to go ahead and Missile. Not bad. Good news is if he attacks the Murloc now, he's dead. So let's end the turn. Oh no, War Golem, 7/7. Okay, good. A Bloodfin Raptor. I can get some decent abilities out here now. So, with that in mind, what's going to happen is that guy is going to get polymorphed. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Let's get a Raid Leader out for some buffs. And unfortunately, that ends what I can do. Now, I can sacrifice my Murloc Raider to kill this sheep, and I think I want to do that because polymorph. Let me take a look at this. It doesn't say it has a duration. So I'm going to play a little risky here. I'm going to leave him alone. And I'm going to do... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save myself some damage. I'm going to just get rid of his ogre. Another War Golem. That's not good.
Why do you call?
Voidwalker with taunt. Ha! Alright. Let's go ahead and get another creature out, shall we? I can go ahead and get a raptor out. I don't like that golem being out. I can't kill the Voidwalker. Here's what I'm going to do. Fireball. Fire Blast. Raptor. And the Raid Leader can't kill it, so I'll end my turn. Oh! Right, well no, I have to taunt him anyway. Okay, he is definitely getting the better of me at this point. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I don't have any way of healing right now. Oh man. This is getting bad. Alright, let's get rid of the tank. He would be good to get out there, but I'm not sure I want to do it just now. Let's stop him from doing some major sources of damage to me. I'm going to fireball this guy just to get rid of him. That's 5 damage I don't need to be taking. Get another beast out, and then direct damage. Jeez. That's a nice deck he's got. It is kicking my ass.
You know, take candle.
Alright, good. I can get something out with a taunt now. Let's go ahead and get him out as well. No more mana in my turn. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to get my butt kicked here. Oh my goodness. He's out of cards, though. That's the good thing. He's going to start life tapping for more cards. Alright, Wolf Rider would charge. Nightblade minion.
You'll never know what.
Spell. Charge. And I win! Oh my goodness. That was close. That is a... wow. There was a lot of damage going out to me in that deck. Whew. But I gained a level. I gained my next card at level 4, it looks like, Mirror Image. So I'm level 2, almost level 3. And I unlocked the Warlock. That's pretty cool. Alright, and what did I get? I get a Mage card unlocked, Frostbolt. 3 damage to a character and freeze it. Cool. I got that hit for hitting level 2. So there we go. My Mage has unlocked the Warlock deck. And so what I'm going to do real quick is go into my collections. You can see it's new. Okay, so here are the neutral cards. That's kind of nice to know. How many neutral cards are there? There's quite a few, actually. Ogre Magi, Oasis Snapjaw. There are a lot of neutral cards. And it looks like there's another kind of like a raid leader, much higher level creature here, being a 6/6. So my question is, since it's kind of hard to tell right now, I can make a new deck. Choose my character, right?
I can help you with that.
I'll suggest
Here
a card.
are some suggestions.
Oh wow, okay, so it's almost like doing a draft. That's cool. Does it suggest the same ones? Kinda. Start by adding class specific. Okay, so it's going to direct you down the line of making a deck, and that's kind of cool. Now that I've unlocked Frostbolt, though, my question is... do I get that spell in my basic attack now? So, let's see. 1 to all enemy minions. I do kind of like that. 3 damage to a character. Interesting. Now, does that mean the player character? It would normally say minion, so I'm guessing that's the player. I like both doing a large amount of damage and doing 1 to all for getting rid of some of those 1/1 pesky creatures. Let's, you know what? Let's start this off kind of. Let's start with that. So class-specific cards again. So I've got Frostbolt, Intellect, Polymorph. You know what? Polymorph has been insanely useful, so we'll grab that. Frostbolt, Polymorph. So I can grab another Polymorph. But let's kind of go down the lines of some lesser expensive or, you know what, Arcane Int to be able to pick anything I need. So it's still letting me pick class specific, huh? Now this is a tough choice. You know, I really do like Polymorph. It's been very useful for some of those big creatures. Arcane Missiles is kind of nice, but it's kind of random, but it is a 1 mana cost spell, which is really nice. I think what I'll go ahead and do is I'll grab another Polymorph for now, and it looks like, yeah, it's going to give me, so this can be Arcane Missiles this time. From there, since I already have an Int, I already have a Missiles, let me get something for big damage. I'll go ahead and get Fireball. I'm going to grab kind of one of each here, I think. I kind of want to try Frostbolt as well. And it's still going along the lines of class-specific here, so... Arcane Explosion again, I'm thinking. I'm going to get the cheap ones, because cheap ones are really quick to put out there. Fireball. Okay, great. So what have I got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 class-specific cards, and now let's get some cheap cards for early on. See, I already have a couple cheap ones here, but... oh, this is kind of nice. All other Murlocs get +1 to attack. Voodoo Witch Doctor to give health. And a Boar with charge. Out of these, I don't care about the Murlocs too much. The deck didn't have a lot of Murlocs. I am thinking Witch Doctor or Boar. I kind of like the ability to get health back. I really don't have anything else to do that, but I also like Charge. The Witch Doctor is a 2/1, so he's a bit more hardy. So I'm basically trading off the Charge for additional attack, but also getting some health. So let's do the Witch Doctor. And, ooh, I like that. Elven Archer and does damage. Let's do that. Murloc with Charge. Frostbolt again. You know what? Give me Frostbolt again. I'll take 2 of those. A Wolf Rider with Charge. A Battle Cry that summons a Boar. That's kind of nice. This is really nice, though, too. The Magma Rager. The ability to have a 5 attack. But he's very weak. You know, he's kind of a sniping character. You basically put him into play in hopes that he doesn't get killed. So pretty much the Magma Rager would probably be best to have a tank with him so that he doesn't get killed outside of spells. And then I would put him down to do like a bunch of damage to pretty much the enemy player. Because if I hit anything else, he's going to die. Because everything else will kill it. I kind of like the idea of this character, which is kind of hardy and gets an additional creature. I also kind of like having a Wolf Rider with Charge. I don't have much that has a lot of health, though. So let's do the Hunter. And I do need some tanks now, so a 3/3 tank would be kind of nice. Ooh, Booty Bait Bodyguard. 5/4 Taunt. Wow, whenever this minion takes damage, gain 3 attack. That's nice. He's got quite a bit of health. I did like the Knifeblade, though. That was very useful in some of the things I was doing here. Deal 2 damage. So the choice here is 3 to the hero or 2 damage to whatever. The difference here is that the Commando has less health, so I think I'll do another Nightblade. I really did kind of like those. 6 mana. Taunt, Lord of the Arena, Charge, and Spell damage. I do have a lot of spells, so having something with spell damage would be kind of nice, but most of my spells are kind of designed to be end-gamers, or early game spells, but then again I can't control when they're in my deck, so how much spell damage do I have? Arcane Missile, 2 Explosions, 2 Frostbolts, 2 Fireballs. Yeah, something with spell damage is probably a good idea. High point cards to finish off the opponent, a War Golem, all of the minions. Yeah, let's get him. I like having that. And a few more minions. Yeah, let's do the raid leaders because I really like the raid leaders. And I'll get another spell damage, Archmage. And anything else? Murloc Raider. You know what? Some 1 cards. I don't have very many of those as far as minions are concerned, so I'm going to grab another one of those. And yeah, another one of those hunters. So it's given me the basic skeleton. Now I'm pretty much just picking stuff that I think would be nice to have. And at this point, it's kind of tough to choose. Whenever this minion takes damage, it gains 3 attack. That's pretty cool. I also kind of like this does damage. I think I'm going to do that. I like the fact that it does damage. And same thing with this. Here we go, a rifleman. But then again, I don't have many creatures with charge. So what do I choose? This is a 2/5. That's a 3/1. So I'm basically trading offense for defense for one of these charges. And of course, that costs more mana. So let's grab the Wolf Rider since I'm used to him. And ooh, a couple more tanks here, huh? Give me a mid-level tank. Oh, here we go. A low-level spell damage character. I'll grab that. Ooh, a silverback monkey with 4 health and a shield. I don't think I have very many shields right now. I better do that. Get a taunt. And yeah, I like that. Crocolisk, because that's fairly cheap and expensive to throw out there, and another one.
That deck looks solid. Take her out for a spin.
Cool. So that's how... Custom Mage. Can I, Oh, cool. I can see the levels of cards that I have, so it's... I've only got 1 7+. I've got a majority of 3s. A good amount of 1s and 2s. So this deck is probably really good for the start and probably going to suffer at the end, quite honestly. I'll have to try it. So we'll have to see if I'm allowed to use it in practice. Like let's say this. Let's take a look. I can choose my deck. I can do custom or the base. Let's take it out. Let's do the custom mage. And let's fight the Warlock again.
Jaina versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine!
Alright.
You asked for it.
Alright, I'm going first. That means he's going to get a card and additional mana. That's a really high-end card to get at the very beginning. So let's trade that out. And it's nice to have a taunt and some direct damage. My deck has quite a bit of 3s and 2s, so... I do have quite a bit of 1s, though, as well. Maybe I'll go ahead and trade out the Fireball. Let's do that. Darn. Okay. Well, that means for my first turn, I'm not doing much of anything. Yep, all I can really do is end my turn. Same for him, huh? Alright, character and freeze it. I am not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and use my ability and end my turn.
Someone call for the doctor.
Yeah, same to you, pal. Okay, now I can start casting some abilities here. A 1 in 4 tank. A Wolf Rider would charge, which will allow me to do some damage right away. I think I want to save him until I can really get a spell out there. Maybe I should go ahead and get the tank out for now.
Ready to run!
Well, that one tank just completely killed his field, so I'm happy with that. Alright, so at this point, not too much I can do. I can get a Wolf Rider out and attack, and I'm done. Ooh, a 4/5 creature. Let's be wary of him. I could kill it instantly with my Fireball. I may go ahead and do that just to prevent any issues. I can polymorph it. But of course, even as a sheep, it could kill my Wolf Rider, because it only has 1 health. So what I'm going to do is I think I am going to go ahead and use my Fireball spell. And let's just take out his major creature now.
For Nazata.
Oh well. Alright, Stormpipe Commando. He will deal 2 damage to a creature. That 5, 4, 3 there. 2 damage to anything, so I can choose him if I want, or the creature. That'll bring the creature down to 3 defense, which means I could kill it with the Wolf Rider easily. Let's see what I want to do, though. Why bother doing that when I can polymorph first? I mean, why not? I can polymorph. It can't kill my commando. It can just kill the Wolf Rider. Oh, why not? Put in the Dalaran Mage, freeze him.
Master of magics.
So I get extra, so it says 4 now instead of 3, and I can freeze him so he won't be able to attack. Oh, that's cool. Alright.
Taste my steel!
Okay. I thought it would freeze his attack turn, so I misunderstood that. But so apparently I can freeze these minions, though. Right, he's got a 5/2 and a 4/2 at this point. If I get an Archmage, it'll give me even more damage. I'm already doing 7. But I think what I want to do is get this guy out there. It does 2 damage. The hardest hitting creature is this one, so let's get rid of that. Yeah, Okay. And with that, I can only do 1 damage, but I can essentially... That creature could try and kill my Dalaran Mage. So what I want to do is make sure that if it does, that it dies. So let's do that. And I could hit it with the Mage, but I don't want to, because I don't want him to die. I'm just hoping he won't kill it. If he does, I'm still ahead of the game. Oh, I still have my Polymorph. Perfect. Uh-oh. He's using a mana crystal. What's he going to do?
Someone call for the doctor.
Of course. Oh, wow. Didn't get rid of the Mage. Okay, that works in my favor, I think. Yes. Oh, okay, awesome. So with that, I will get another Archmage out, so that's 4 damage. This will make it 5. Seven damage. I can kill the War Golem already with this spell. I don't have enough to do both. Alright, so what that means is if I do the Fireball now... I have Arcane Missiles, which should kill the Witch Doctor, more than likely will. And then I can do Arcane Intellect as well. Let's do Intellect now. Excellent. And Magic Missile. Nice. Alright, that's all my magic, so...
Vaporization commencing.
This is working out pretty good. I mean, I've got a good, nice mix of... Uh-oh. Good old Shadowbolt. I got a nice mix of mid-range creatures that I'm able to keep summoning. Now I'm at 9 mana, so I should be able to pretty much get anything out that I want to at this point. So, speaking of which, I am going to want to get rid of that blasted Yeti. It's 4/5. I don't like it. Alright, let's go ahead and get the Hunter out, which will also give me a Boar. And I don't have increased spell damage yet, so I'm going to wait on that ability right there. Because I could get that up in damage and really help me out. And with that, what I'm going to do is, since I've polymorphed it, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the shield.
Job's done.
And then my turn. Oh, you bastard! You killed my boar! Ah! You killed my hunter! And you put out a Crocolisk. I'm not entirely worried about that one. Okay. Arcane Missiles. Excellent. With that, the Archmage is going out to give me additional spell damage. Frostbolt and Magic Missiles. Alright, Frostbolt I will use. Both do 4 damage. Let's just guarantee the destruction, I think, of this creature. So let's Frostbolt the creature. And then Magic Missiles will do straight up 4 damage to him. And we're done. I'm doing much better this turn. Of course, he's not blowing up everything every other turn now. Anything else up your sleeve? Oh, geez. He's got +2 spell damage now. I could really use that, as a matter of fact. Oh my goodness, the Heart of Cards does exist. Because of my Archmage, this is going to kill all but his Voidwalker. Oh. Goodbye. So the hero power is not affected by the Archmage. It is not spell damage. It is straight up just 1 damage. Alright. Remove the obstacle to my path.
Don't blink.
You're in trouble now.
Hello, what was that? Discard a random card. Well, that's good when you don't have any cards, huh? Alright, well, Arcane Explosion deals 2 damage to all minions. I really don't need to do that. Because, well, he's only got 1 thing. I can just bypass her. He's got 8 damage. You know what? I feel like really tearing him apart. Let's do this. Say goodbye to your succubus, and then take some direct damage. He's got 2 health. He can't even life tap. Oh, and with this as the final nail in the coffin.
They'll never know what.
That's not too bad. There really wasn't a theme to that. Really, I didn't hit level 4? I'm 1 level away from getting mirror image, and it's like a sliver. Oh well. Okay, so that's the Warlock deck fought twice, once with a custom Mage with a drafted, guided deck build. So, I mean, I think that's kind of cool that you can go into the collections and say, hey, I want to make a deck, and then say, suggest for me, you know, give me some suggestions, and it basically puts you through draft mode. It's like, here's 3 random cards, pick the one you like. And it does it in a logical progression, like, okay, here's your class-specific spells. You're going to choose 10 of these, because this is what makes you you. All right, choose your starters, choose your mid-game, choose your final characters, and then after you've done that, pick everything in between. Obviously, if you have a theme in mind, like if I wanted to build a Murloc deck based off of knowing that I've got a card in here that gives all Murlocs, you know, specific buffs. I mean, especially this right here, Murloc Tidehunter. He summons a Murloc Scout. Well, that's a Scout, even though it's a token, a 1/1 token. It's still a Murloc, so it would gain buffs with the Murloc that buffs them. So I could build a very specific deck. I'd probably have to do it from here, though, and really set that together myself. But I think that's pretty cool that you could do it either way. So, get rid of that one. Cool. That's really cool. I like it. And I had fun with that. I had a hard time with the Warlock on the first round. Second round, actually beat him pretty handily. Even though I didn't really use the Frostbolt that much. But I have some cards in that deck now that give me some spell power, which is a little bit better than the default that they gave me, since I have some spells in there that I like to use. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, that was fighting the Warlock deck with the Mage deck, and I think next time I'll go ahead and take a look at the Warlock and pick another character to unlock. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.